Alright, today I'm going to test out what Elon calls the Sentient Edition. I've got the car warmed up. Okay, should have an address inside. Here we go. Full self-driving, 14.2 supervised. I'm going to turn off the defrost because it should be warm by now. Okay, upgraded, no network. Added arrival options. So let's see. Okay, so it shouldn't be that much different from 14.1.7. I know it has some issues already. But we're gonna go to Mad Max because it's quite a little bit of a drive. Okay. Let's see. I already have the address I sent from my phone and defrost mode. Well, I just had to get that started, so let's just go. Alright, so it goes right away, which is nice. And the car's defrosting enough for me to see, kind of. Right here, there's no obstructions. Alright, let's widen the view. Oh, where is it going? Okay, so it decides to go this way for the car wash. It's different than usual. Let's see, we're going 29 in the residential area. And Mad Max does feel good. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of do like it now because it is so quick. And it doesn't feel overbearing, and this is 14.2, so there should be a lot less fidgety motions. You know, to me it wasn't a big deal, that little fidgety that it would perform, and it just felt you know, like the car was trying to decide stuff. And there's nothing wrong with trying to decide. This guy's about to make a U-turn. It's kind of hard to see. Yeah, because I got water here, and indeed he did make a U-turn. And here's a problem that the car used to have before. This keep clear sign, it's just a singular line. And we have done it. The car has recognized all versions of 13. It would fail for this scenario, but now it's got it right. And yeah, the acceleration is you know, it's quite punchy with Mad Max mode. And we're just gonna let it be though. Alright, so let's just resume once the light turns green. Okay, it's about to turn green. One thing I want to note is that this is a two-lane left turn, and you see how we're on the outside lane. It did kind of get close to the car next to us, and that's because this only has 2 lanes. On wider streets with 14, one of the new things is that the lane turning, if you're on the outer lane, it doesn't hug anymore. It doesn't pretend like your wife when she needs money or something from you anymore. It stays away from the next vehicle, and that's something that is really nice about this. In previous iterations of 13, all of the versions of 13, when you're in the outer lane making a left turn of a 2-car left turn lane, it'll just stay in the proper lane, like it'll follow the rules to the T, and this one does not. It actually goes to the outer lane or just away from the vehicle if possible, and that's a trend with 14 in general. It doesn't follow a very stiff rule. Like if you're going to make a right turn too, it's not going to stay in the rightmost lane all the time, because sometimes it doesn't make sense. Like if you're going to turn into the right lane and immediately make a left, it's gonna be smart about it. It's gonna do a little bit wider of a turn and go into the left lane right away. It's just one of these things that has improved so much about 14. And this 14.2 I can already notice it's more in line with 13 already, in that the micro turns of the steering wheel, like the jittery effect, is not noticeable. I haven't even noticed it yet. It feels like 13.2.9, but this is 14.2. And we are on Mad Max mode, so that means that we're gonna keep up with traffic, and it's not going to obey the road rules if they're not reasonable. But either way, here we go, turning left. There's nobody here, and yeah, it's just a beautiful day before Thanksgiving. And it is nice. It is real nice. There you go, sun. So we're going to have sun in our face a little bit in the video. And is it going to give us GPS problems? See, the navigation problems have been the biggest issue so far. And, oh, what did I do? Okay, so I have navigation issues already. And that's all right, because I could just point on the one that I want. Okay, let's see. Yeah, you can see the navigation issues right here. It's going to turn right into this plaza right there. Maybe because it doesn't know how to navigate properly, but either way. So we're in the far right lane, and this is not the greatest lane if you're in Mad Max, because there's people that are going to turn right, and I don't want to turn right. I don't want to get caught behind someone and have to stop abruptly. So I want to see if the car is going to figure this out. And no, it's just going to stay here. Wow, sun up in your mug soon. It's going to be soon. It's going to make the drive hard or more difficult to see, and it might even make me take over. We'll see. But either way, Mad Max at 52. Yeah, so this thing is nice, because 52, while fast in the streets, you're following traffic. Okay, I was tempted to make it turn over, but the Mad Max saw there's a bus and you can't go fast if you're behind the bus. At least that's what I'm thinking what happened here. Okay. All right, here we go. Okay, just relaxing, you know. This is full self-driving. This is what you do. You just don't drive. Wow. A lot of construction in that area. I can't believe they're doing such a big project in California. It just don't see that type of stuff anymore. Alright, so although I complained about the navigation system earlier, that is the weakness, not the driving itself. The driving itself is pretty good. I do like how the navigation constantly gives us the light blue line. So the light blue lines just means that that you can select on it, you can touch it, and it is an alternate route. Okay, so another thing that is in this version that maybe you might not have known is that it's going to pester you less if you're not paying attention. And I don't think I've got, oh wow, there's a lot of cars. I don't think I've got it in any trouble yet. So here's what it does with 14 that 13 doesn't do. Let me zoom in just a bit. There's a lot of cars, okay? And let's just see. There's a lot of cars. So it's gonna stab itself out just a little bit and push through to see if it can, make a right turn. And this is gonna have to be a sharp right turn because it's a double right turn. There's a car here. All right, and it is a sharp right turn, which we did do, and there's a car next to us somewhere there, right there. So that person is driving like the real Mad Max. fast. And turn over, and there's another car turning. Wow, and this whole time, there was no, the car didn't nag me about paying attention. So that is, you know, maybe we're only a few steps away from being able to text and drive. Certainly I can drive and record video. I can drive and eat. I can drive and watch video as long as it's mounted right here. Texting and driving, is that going to be soon? Maybe before the end of this year. That's interesting. I haven't got a nag alert. Let's just see in a second. All right, before I show you the nag alert, we are on the far right turn, okay? This is what's gonna do. It has 2 lanes. You see this? And it's gonna jump to the outer lane. See, it jumped towards the outer lane. And that's what's fantastic about this version. Well, it's blazing fast too. I mean, on 55 already. But, you know, this car ahead of us is going even faster than us, so can you really say that it's a menace to society? I mean, it's not, right? Because it's just following traffic. The car in front of us is going faster. I mean, but we're going really fast here. So I do have to pay attention. And another right outer lane. Let's see if we're gonna stay in that right outer lane. And indeed we are. But over here, yeah, it's only gonna go into 2 lanes, I think. Maybe 3. Not sure if it can do that outer turn, but you can see already that it can stay on the outer lane and not have to, you know, hug the vehicle right next to it. And that's really fantastic because it's more practical. That's how people actually drive. And I've said in past videos, full self-driving is just an iteration of a person. It's people behavior. Same with Optimus, which will, you know, be in the future. People behavior. All right, here we go. Let's just see if it tries that outer one. Is there an outer one? Well, there's no one next to us, so, and yeah, I can't see nothing because of the sun. Well, I can't see anything. The car can see, and look at this. No, I am looking straight at the screen. Okay, there's the nag. See, you know, it still nags you. And physically, I'm having a hard time seeing the front, but the car I think does better. You see, the car has glare protection. You know, human, I have to pull this down because I can't see crap. Okay, so I have to pull that down to block the glare. And with the phone recording, the phone has better glare protection than me as a human, just with my eyes. And you know, Mad Max, I guess it detected this bus once again. It's going in this lane. I thought we were gonna come up to the location soon, but it's in this lane. It's avoiding the buses. Maybe they can, yeah, I mean, it can see the bus and want to avoid it. So this version is quite smart. I'm at least that's what I'm thinking is going on. I mean, it doesn't seem to just randomly cross lane like 13. There's a method and a reason why it does it. At least on this somewhat short of a drive. Okay. Yeah, it is. It is tough to see what's going on. So the car is still going to alert you, and I have a feeling it alerted me early because it's difficult. Okay, it even says here, front camera blocked or blinded, clean camera. Camera visibility limited. It's because of the sun. I can hardly see anything. Well, you know, I'm going to let the car do its thing. it just left behind the car right next to it. Mad Max mode is pretty sweet. Yeah, it is. Well, this is kind of hard to see. I cannot see anything. Okay, there we go. The car can see better than me, but I'm going into this big ass shadow, and I don't know if there's like people in it. You know, with my eyes, I can't see at least. Okay, so I had to break full self-driving there because I don't want to go in this early. Turn it back on. Okay, so I doubt the car's gonna know where to go because I'm going to the car wash and there's like this special route in. You see what I mean in a second. So there's no cars. Let's just get going. Oh, what? Wow, it got it right. Yeah, I got it right. This is the first time it's ever gotten this right because side by side there's another stop lane, but then there's a blocker. Okay, I mean, getting to this part right is, you know, that was unexpected. I didn't expect it to get the right, so I'm gonna pause the video. I gotta pay, and I'll be right back into the car wash.
That's good right there. Go put it in neutral.
I did it. I got into car wash mode with 14.2 and this car is all up on me. What the heck? Bro is all up on me. Okay, it's because he's being directed. Drive. It's a really stressful way of getting out of the drive mode, and if I just go fast enough, everything's just gonna turn into a normal car. I don't have to get out of car wash mode. So because of that, I just want to test out one last time, okay? So one last time, okay? It's already complaining about me paying attention to the road. So we're gonna see scientifically, you know, how long is it gonna take? And that seemed kind of fast, but then again, I was fiddling with my phone and trying to get this thing centered. This way, we're gonna go the opposite way because if you're going the way of the sun, it's gonna complain about, you know, limited visibility down here. And we just got cleaned up. The car's not going to be able to complain about everything because it's so shiny and clear. There's no reason to complain. So is it going to be complaining for no reason at all, like my wife? Or is it going to, you know, give me an extended amount of time? For this test, I'm going to give it a few seconds. I'm going to turn away. You know, usually this thing has a light. It has a light that's going to pop up and let me know that I'm not paying attention. It's part of the monitoring state security system. Here's another one right here. This guy tracks my eyes and okay, so we're on the road again. Maybe in a different mode, maybe not, but we'll see. Okay, so we've gone up to speed. We're going fast and those cars are slowing down. I'm gonna turn away 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5 1000, 6 1000, 7 1000, 8 1000, 9 1000, 10 1000. Hey, what the heck? This car's not, doesn't care if I'm not even looking at. Okay, we're at 12, 13, 1000, 14 seconds. Wow, 14 seconds, then it complained about me. Was that right? I think it was 14 seconds. Is 14 seconds enough to fire off a text? No, it's not. It could take longer if you're very verbose. That is you know, I've talked in previous videos that once you get to 30 seconds, once you get to a minute, it's basically, it's gonna scale to sleep in no time. Because it's very tough to get to those benchmarks, just in my opinion. Anyhow, that's all I got for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, share. See you in the next one. Take care.